What's going on, homeboys? My name is D to the I to the C to the K. What's that spell? Duck! Today we're gonna be pimping out Pimp My Ride for the Xbox 360. Let's go!
Pimp My Ride was a show that ran from 2004 to 2007 about supermodels wanting to fix their cars and then realizing that they still don't work because they just added a TV and put pink on them. Do I have any room to speak? No, because I have not watched a single episode. But to be honest, I've rotted enough brain cells being raised during the YouTube era, so I've got to preserve what's left. So from all I know, Exhibit is a rapper, he rebuilds cars and doesn't fix any other problems. Oh, and he puts a TV and salon kit in there and a dragon with tits, cause that's cool. You know what, John? What's up? This would make a great video game. Fred, you're a genius! Pimp My Ride, it's a pretty infamous game. A lot of people say that it's terrible, boring, tedious, monotonous, stupid, boring. A lot of people think it's boring, but recently I've been wondering, is it really as bad as people say? So in today's shorter video, I'm going to be asking the question, is this game overhated or underhated? Now, Pimp My Ride was released for the PS2, PSP, Wii, and Xbox 360. If I wanted to be really funny, I would have talked about the Wii version, but today we'll be talking about the Xbox 360 version to give the game a fair chance. Looking at the box, it looks game-like. There is in fact a cover on the box and the disc is in there. So far, 10 out of 10, baby. On a serious note, you can definitely tell this is a cash grab. By all means, it looks fine, but you can just feel something off about it. Something I think is funny is that the box does your torn hoopties into head tornos. Like, maybe it's because I wasn't born at that time, but literally every piece of media I've seen and heard in the early 2000s, I assure you, did not call a broken car a hoopty. My pitch to them would put something on the back of the box that's eye-catching, like torn jalopies into sloppy toppies, torn trashins into ass smackins, take junk and throw it in the trash. But enough fun, boys. It's time. Ready your weapons. It's putting in the disc and what are you saying, Exhibit? I'm sorry, I can't hear you over your playing ass self. Exhibit talks like his parents are in the other room and are gonna yell at them if they hear him say the word pimp, so the sound effects drown out his voice completely. In this cutscene, Exhibit talks about how you are gonna run a pimping business by yourself, and he's kind of just gonna talk to people for you. 1 minute in and the back of the box already lied. Give it up for Pimp My Ride on the Xbox 360, everyone. This is brand new technology. I mean, technically you are rolling with Exhibit. He's just scared of going into the cars. Probably because in a few minutes I'm going to tell you what you do. So to sum it up, Exhibit has just scammed you out of however much you just paid for this game, stole your home, and forced you to live in Pimp City for all eternity. So you better get to pimping. Now, getting past the title screen, which is very bland, and getting to the game, does this game hold up as a fun arcade car game? The answer may shock you. Yeah, so your goal for this game is to collect enough money to pimp out someone's shitty SUV. And how do you do it? By destroying the client and citizens' cars, of course. What did you think? Yes, the main way to collect money in this game is to crash your car into other people. Which, now I get why Exhibit isn't in the car with us at least. Now, is this really stupid and counterintuitive to what you're trying to do? Yes, but if I'm going to be 100% honest, it's kind of fun. Like, it gets boring after 20 minutes, but it's kind of funny and satisfying in a weird way. But there's just one problem. This game plays like ass. I didn't remember the game controlling too badly, but revisiting it, everything feels like you're driving with a 2-ton weight in your car. You'll fly all over the place in random directions, and your car is so heavy feeling that you can't turn the other way before crashing into a wall. Another problem is that even though it's a little fun to crash your car, you get like $10 per car, and you need $5,000 just for the second level. This is where the game goes from mediocre to bad very quickly. Now, while you can technically get all the money you need by just ramming into people, that would make it take like 30-40 minutes per level. So instead, you can do the greatest thing in all of mankind. Ghost riding the whip, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Huh.
Anyone gonna help me out?
Who the hell develops a racing game about pimping vehicles with a rapper and thinks, you know what would be a good decision? If we added quick time mini games in the middle of it. It completely destroys the pacing when 1 minute you're riding around, smashing cars, running over pedestrians, and the next minute you're waiting a few seconds to press 3 buttons slowly 12 times in a row. It's not even like it's to a rhythm or anything. You just wait to press buttons to early 2000s cell phone era rap, and it completely destroys the pacing. At least in the cruise control minigame, it only lasts for like 6 seconds and there's no loading screen, but here you have to load it and it takes like 4 minutes to complete. Now you may be asking, Taken, all you've talked about so far is the driving and the minigames. What's next? To which I would say, that's a valid question, but you're wrong because there is nothing else. This is the game's biggest problem. It is fucking monotonous. Even if this game was sex, I wouldn't want 100 sex. Sometimes it's good to mix things up. Sadly though, it seems Pimp My Ride based off the TV show didn't care to add anything else. Okay. I'm slightly lying. After you gain enough money, you get 2 minutes to collect any extra cash. Afterwards, you'll be thrusted into a competition with the computer to see who can pimp out a car the best. You'll drive to different locations in the allotted time and purchase and install parts. And while installing the parts is also done through a random minigame, here it feels a lot less phoned in since you're walking under a time limit, so adding a little minigame where you gotta build as fast as possible actually kinda works in my opinion. The end game overall is actually pretty decent. The driving is still heavy feeling, but at least it kept me more engaged than... But it's finally done. I've created a masterpiece. So here we have this cool car I made. It has pink on it because pink is cool. I put a TV in it too, so when you're driving around you can watch your favorite episode of Breaking Bad. There's also 4 cup holders in the center console, in case Wendy's gives you 4 drinks instead of 1. Also there's a makeup station, in case I ever get cancelled and have to resort to hiding my face. Sadly though, this is basically all that this game has to offer. The locale never changes, at least from how far I played into it. The mechanics never change, it's just this over and over again. But, is it as bad as people say? To that I say, no, not really. The one thing this game does horribly is definitely stupid and funny, but it's definitely not as egregious as a Sultan superhero with a ring fetish. And the driving, while not good, isn't unplayable. The game's biggest sin is just being really fucking boring. So overall, while it's definitely not in the top 10 of worst licensed games I've played, it's definitely nothing worth playing. But it did bring some laughs, and Ghost Riding the Whip will forever be engraved in my mind. So in total, I give Pimp My Ride a 3.5. Overhated, but still not good. So without further ado, thank you for watching. I'll see you later. And don't drink and drive. Peace.